Okay, welcome to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. This is a Kiwanis Club Tennessee State Championship Barbecue Cook-Off. We're here in Lawrenceburg and we have 54 championship teams and another 30 backyard teams here to present this wonderful aroma of barbecue smoke that you can't smell but I can, and who's going to cook in competition beginning tonight with our Anything Goes competition. That's where anything they want to cook on a grill, we're going to judge. We'll have everything from seafood to duck, and it's going to be great. Now tomorrow, the Kansas City Barbecue Society 4 competition categories are chicken, ribs, pork, and brisket. We'll judge in each of those categories, and the winner is going to take around $18,000 away from here tomorrow. We're excited to be here in Lawrenceburg, and we wish you were here. Next year, about the last weekend in June, you can be here with us. If you cook barbecue, come cook. If you like barbecue, come eat. Thank you for being in Lawrenceburg. Kiwanis Club of Lawrenceburg about 13 years ago decided we wanted to do something interesting. Some of our members are actual competitors on the barbecue trail and decided we wanted to do a barbecue cook-off. So the first couple of 3 years we did it on the square in Lawrenceburg. We quickly outgrew that. We also realized that we needed to be associated with a sanctioning body, so we contacted KCBS, Kansas City Barbecue Society, and about 10 years ago we became a sanctioned Kansas City Barbecue Society cook. As a result of that, we now have these wonderful world-class teams, such as Lotta Bull from Marietta, Oklahoma, and this year 53 others, who come to be with us every year to compete for the thousands of dollars of prize money. The fact that we are a state championship qualifies them for some of the major cook-offs each year, and just to have a real great good time. All of the money that's raised here goes back into local charities. The Rotary Club, who owns the park where we are, the Lions Club, many other civic and service organizations in our community join in with the Kiwanis Club to help us make this one of the most pleasant and enjoyable weekends each year in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We've had a great time with it.
How many volunteers does it take?
Gosh, there are 44 members of the Kiwanis Club right now, but when you count everybody else that helps us, it takes about 125 people to put this thing on. It's an all-year effort for about 6 of us, and the rest of them are here when the time comes to put it on. And it's the volunteer efforts of the great folks in this community that make this and the other events we do successful.
And it's a community event?
It is a community event. We're very proud of that. There are hundreds of people on the grounds now. The music has just started. There'll be thousands before this night is over.
Everything was really good. The 429 was the best. We're not sure it was a fish. Very well done, very good texture. Everything about it was excellent, and but all the entries were good. It was very difficult picking the best of any of these.
What variety was on your plate?
I had mostly the fish. We have one we've not identified over here. We're thinking it may be raccoon or something, so we're not sure of that. So the verdict's still out on that one. But everything that was brought to us was excellent.
We had lobster wrapped in bacon, scallops wrapped in bacon, fish with lemon juice. But the best dish, I have no clue what it was other than have crab meat on it, was contestant 429, and it was excellent.
You licked your plate?
Yes, sir. See here, that's all that's left.
Well, I have to agree with everyone else. The last dish, number 429, is wrapped seafood lobster, excellent. We had some bacon wrapped shrimp that was very good, and everything overall was great.
Well, everything tastes real good to me, and it's all good and tender, and I love it all.
Everything was delicious. I liked 429 personally, and 413 was delicious. 212 was good. It was just a little bit tough, but it was all very delicious. Had a good appearance, looked good.
This is my first judging experience, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. By far, whatever is number 429 on our plate is the best, and it has crab meat in it. The other things are good too. I've enjoyed it all.
Are we live?
Thank you.
I would say that the main taste criteria is a contrast between heat and sweet. And it seemed like as we were going through the samples, the farther on down the line of the sauces we got, it seemed like they got hotter. But I don't remember about specific entries.
Okay.
I kind of like a sauce that isn't totally runny, and because I figured it enhances the meat a little bit better. Number 4 kind of seemed to be consistency and a cross between the heat and the sweet.
I agree that as you ate the sauces, they got warmer and warmer, and I tried to get the taste out of each out of my mouth, but you know, overall, like the consistency and taste of probably the you know, the second one quite a bit. That was because it didn't taste that hot, because one of the first ones I had. And by the time I got to the last one, even though it was more of a runny type of sauce, I really enjoyed the taste of that one because it didn't seem like it added any heat to the other ones in my mouth, and it had a lasting flavor.
Well, I like the flavor and the consistency of the runnier sauces because I feel like they enhance the flavor of the meat even more, and they don't overpower the meat. So I liked number 5 the best. Number 3 was my second favorite, and number 2 was my least favorite.
Starting with number 1, I thought it was a very good sauce. Had a sweet taste to it. The appearance was good. It did have a little lack of stickability to the cup. Number 2 was a good texture. Number 3 was probably the preference of the group. I thought number 4 was very good, and number 5 had a little too much spice for my taste buds.
Number 1 sauce was pretty good, a little thin. Number 2 I like. Number 3 was my favorite, and 4 is one of my favorites. And number 5, a little thin, not a whole lot of flavor.
Okay, the criteria for judging sauce at this contest was to be judging the sauce for appearance in the cup, where you turn the cup around and you see the consistency of it. Then we repassed the cups, taking 1 small sample of each with a cracker to clean our palates. The taste and tenderness in this category, of course, the tenderness was consistency of the sauce on the plate, and then the taste. All the judges just about liked the same one, which was the 3rd one.
Okay, thank you very much.
Number 1, it was pretty tender on the inside, but the top was real heavy crusted. Number 2 seemed to be real done. Number 3, I don't know, it real too thick a rib. Really, it's pretty done. Number 4 had a real charcoaly taste to it. Number 5, it was pretty fair. It was real tough. Number 6 is about the same way, kind of tough.
Number 1 was a well-cooked rib. It was a little bit overcooked. Had a good flavor to it. It's just a little bit. I knocked it down a little bit for being a little bit overcooked. Number 2 to me was a really good championship rib. If you look at the rib, you can actually see where my bite has been taken. No extra meat came off. It was pulled easily from the bone. That was a very good rib. Number 3 was a little bit too thick of a cut of a rib, which made it, I think, a little bit tougher. Good flavor, though. Tenderness-wise, I think I knocked it down a little bit just because it was a little tough. Number 4 had definitely a very heavy charcoal, almost burnt flavor to it. And again, it was quite tough. Number 5, I think, would have been a really good rib. It just is just a little undercooked. It's a little bit too tough still. It's a really thick rib, therefore they need to cook it a little bit longer. But the taste and flavor of it was, all in all, a very good rib. This last one was similar to the 4th one. It's very heavy charcoal, almost a burnt-ish-like taste to it, and is very, very tough. Thanks.
Number 1, easily pulled from the bone, had a decent taste. Number 2, perfect bite to it, great taste. Number 3, kind of fell off the bone for me. And number 4, had to fight it to pull it off. Number 5, good taste, a little thick. And number 6 had a great taste, but still was a little too thick.